Here you go. I just want to talk a little bit about my character here. Recently, I received personality diagnosis, and my personality type is apparently categorized as advocate. INFJ, based on 16 personalities run by Neris Analytics Limited. And just explaining for those who don't know what the personality type advocate is, the personality type advocate is extremely rare, and the percentage of people who belong to this personality type is only 1% of the entire population on this planet. The iconic character of this personality type is an idealist with a great sense of morality. And people with this personality type like to do charity activities and relief activities as one of their objectives of their lives. And the reason why they bring their passion into such activities is that they get to the heart of the problems of people suffering, and they want to build an environment where there's no need to relieve anyone from sufferings. And the material breakdown consists of this personality type is introverted, intuitive, and molarity, and assertive. And I have been ever distressed with my personality for a long time in my life. Constitutionally, my mind has never tolerated anything immoral that might have made people suffer a loss unfairly. Even if I understood I should have been involved with dishonest act that apparently made someone suffer a loss in order to make achievements, I ended up applying a brake to myself, trying to interrupt someone for my business performance. To be honest, thanks to my personality, I've never made better achievements that normal people made because of my extreme morality. So I always carefully think that if I do this, what happens then, and what kind of influence will be put on people who are related with me. And if what I do becomes the cause that make people suffer a loss unfairly, I will probably give up on every single attempt as soon as possible after checking against my conscience. So my personality pursues always limitless morality and ethics to whatever I do, and it is almost impossible to break this sense of value, and it is almost impossible for me to take fortune in exchange for someone's unhappiness. So fundamentally, I can't even bring myself to life the idea of gaining profit through business from customers. So apart from public standards, common sense forming the society that probably persuade me that making profit is obviously a sure thing on economic activities. But to me, making profit it's kind of like deceptive behavior that makes me feel like letting customers inform unfairly expensive price for the product they are buying. So, and when I see the customers with good, happy smile after they get a product, I come to feel sorry to them who even know nothing about the profit that put on the original costs of the products. So I know it is really stupid, and I know it is a really stupid way of thinking, because if I deny this activity, there's no place where I can survive on this planet. So apparently my mind always prioritizes protecting people's fairness rather than raising profits, making profits. So I can't help feeling something wrong in economic activities and making money in business. So I've ever walked through my life path so far, even with a feeling of distress and huge difficulties, thanks to my personalities. So I really hate hurting someone, and I'm really happy to support someone with being noticed by anyone. So I've never mentioned this fact before anywhere, anyone, because I feel this is really weird, but I always feel this way from the bottom of my mind. So there's one more thing that I feel disadvantaged with my personality, which is like spending time with someone. It's really tough and it's really stressful for me. So while I do something with someone, I fuss about trifles regarding someone with me. My head while I do something with someone, my head is full of those like he might have trouble because I'm with him, and how I can make him happy, and how I can support him in this situation. And even spending time with someone for an hour exhausts me a lot, and it makes me feel like escaping from this situation as soon as possible. So the time I spend alone is overwhelming more than the time that I spend with someone. Rather, I am always alone. So maybe I slightly have a symptom autism in my deep mind, and I'm really bad at having time with someone else. So it is even hard to pretend to become the personality that society requires me to go along well with someone. So my personality is not really normal, but my personality has too many deficits to survive in this society. So anyways, I know I'm gonna have to somehow make effort to change my personality, change the way of thinking, accept by others in the society with a possible range, but it's really difficult requirements for me.